Hey folks, it's Greg and Janet. Today we are in Jefferson, Texas, and we're going to check out the Jefferson Historical Museum. Now, Jefferson is one of these towns, very historic, that Janet and I have always wanted to go to. This is our first chance to get here. So we really don't know much about the town, but we're going to find out a lot of interesting history. We do know that Jefferson was one of the largest shipping ports west of the Mississippi during its heyday back in the 1800s. And this is also the location, the town of Jefferson, was where Diamond Bessie was found murdered.
Right.
So we'll have more information on that, if not in this video, in future videos. But let's check out the Jefferson Historical Museum.
Alrighty, guys, we're at 223 West Austin here in Jefferson. Looks like we're gonna get to pay the senior price, hopefully $8. Kids under 5 are free. Veterans are free too.
They're open daily 9:30 to 4:30 p.m. Last entry is at 4 p.m.
Okay, let's go.
We're heading down to the basement of the museum here. This building was built between 1880 and 1890. And the first floor, the floor that we were at when we came in, which we'll be going back up to in a bit, was the post office. Yeah. And the second and third floor of this building was the federal courthouse. Oh, wow. Everything in this museum was donated. They have not purchased anything. Oh goodness, we got a gravestone right here. Died December 9th, 1895. Helen, wife of Ben Figures, born in 1840.
No. There is a elevator in this building, but they could not bring it down to the basement because the water table is too high.
And that elevator was just put in a few years ago. A corn husker.
Seen lots of those around here.
Look at the old rolling pins.
Yeah. Look at a tobacco mill.
I've never seen one of those.
Me either.
A butter churner. Now what would this be for, Jan? Bread? Or is that just a little stove?
You see what it says right here? Can you read it?
I'm not smart enough to read, you know that.
Can't read it. Toledo.
Yeah,
Ohio.
A Toledo cooker company.
So it's got like to be their little microwave.
Tollware trays. Don't know anything about that. A well bucket. So that's what they would bring their well up in, is contraption like this.
Wow.
Old wrenches. Stationary engine sight feed lubricator.
Okay.
A steam pressure gauge.
That's got to be
These
for
are railroad
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, look, black
Little
shop.
Yep, little blacksmith shop.
Oh, it's just tools that you use, huh? There's no soot or anything. It wasn't.
No, this wasn't.
Oh, stuff, man. So cool.
All kinds of crazy contraptions. A cylinder lubricator.
Old school bell, or maybe the bell for the courthouse. Carbide gas generator for gas operated lights. It's heavy duty.
Wow.
Cream separator. All right. You said, okay. I bet all the cream comes to the top. You scoop it off. How much you want to bet?
I would have no idea. Now, this appears to be a really old drill press. That's a boring machine. Yeah, we got another drill press over here. My goodness.
But you better have a good, strong arm for that.
Yeah, you turn it up here.
You'll just go.
This raises and lowers it. This would.
This turn it. I don't know. It's probably
I
not.
don't know. I don't
You'll
know.
break it.
We do. We get kicked out of town just as we got here.
These were like shoemaker's tools. Looks like. Make boots. But.
Some of those Holland style shoes.
Yeah. Can you imagine these little tiny feet for these?
Goodness. See some dainty ladies here.
They said people were smaller back then. Literally smaller.
That's because they couldn't just go to the grocery store and buy prepackaged food. They had to chase it all over the town and shoot it.
Wow.
It's a side saddle.
Cool.
Fire hose and hat.
Wow. So much to see.
Cobbler's bench. Now what does that have to do with making cobblers? Shoes.
Wow.
A caloric fireless cook stove. What do you do? 3 soapstones would supply heat to keep the food warm. You would heat the soapstones in or on a wood stove, place the stones in the cook stove, and then place the containers of food on top of the stones to keep the food warm for hours in the sealed enclosure. The stove could be transported to work sites so the workers or field hands could always have a hot meal at their ready. How cool.
Halloween's over, right?
It's a railroad engine light. Ah.
Boil you up.
Scary lady. This is a cabinet maker's work tools. Place is haunted, Jan. I hear footsteps.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Look at this scale, Jan. That thing's beautiful.
Computing scale from Dayton, Ohio.
This is the old paper that they would use to wrap your items up in.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Yeah. Steam engine.
For a lumber mill.
Wow.
Look how heavy duty everything was made from wrought iron.
Yeah, it was almost like it was built to last.
Yeah. Well,
Not like the stuff they make today.
Ladybird Johnson.
And daughter.
Wow.
This is the desk of T.J. Taylor, the brother of Ladybird Johnson. He must have had a height complex to have a desk that tall.
Yeah.
Stetson hats. Oh, I'm wearing a Stetson hat.
Yeah.
It actually is a Stetson hat.
It is, but not the typical. But
No, I'd like to have a real Stetson cowboy hat.
Yeah, he gets lots of comments on that one.
Yeah, some of them even good.
Yeah. Wow.
Old camera. A true stone camera. Some moonshine jugs.
Mm-hmm.
A wooden grain shovel. Look at this. Some hooch with it still in there.
Ooh, that looks gross.
I don't know. Might be really strong now. Old blue glass mason jars. Glass top fruit jars. A Japanese spice box with 6 square containers. Jan, didn't you say you needed a new iron?
Yeah, waffle iron. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, a waffle iron, sure. I don't know that I want one off that thing though.
Here's some more. See? Heat them up on
Now
the...
these were toasters.
Yep.
They still are actually.
See?
Yeah, these are other waffle irons. That one's missing its waffler. That one too.
Wow.
Somebody stole the wafflers out of it. A beaver trap? Like a kitty cat trap.
All this stuff. Now, I've actually seen one of those before.
A heater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1917. That doesn't look that old, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
You flip it up. Don't hit the kid in the head. Butter churn.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a rat trap?
It's a guillotine rat trap. It cuts their heads off.
Gross.
I'd rather have a rat without a head than one with the head.
Gross. Here's your well pump. Well pump.
Well pump, yeah.
Yeah. We need one.
This bell was rung daily for about 50 years in the Kellyville factory and village as a time signal, originally used on the little steamboat that brought George A. Kelly to Jefferson, Texas in 1852. The steamboat owner sold the bell, the broken bell, to G.A. Kelly, who had it recast in New Orleans in 1860. 50 silver dollars were melted in with the bell metal to give it a silvery tone. It was removed to Longview in 1909. Neat. Wake everybody up if you ring that. And it was made at the Kelly Foundry. Some cowbells. An early Kelly plow point. Frontier Days plow. This plow was handmade in 1840. The threads on bolt were cut by hand with a cold chisel. Wow, that's awesome.
The way they get the detailed stories about these.
Yeah, I wonder though, some of these museums, I mean, almost everything in here is way before anybody was born here in town. You think they just make it up?
Yeah.
They find something. Oh, look at this. This is an old carbine.
Look at it.
Yeah, old square.
No, it's for that,
Decorative, yeah.
from a house.
Could be used as a
pretty
wood
much
square, framer square. Door hinges, little door hinges.
Wow.
Look, we got a brick. Brick from the Strand Theater in Jefferson, Texas.
See, don't throw anything away.
This iron horse, named for the famous Lady Gay, This iron horse was used on the McDonald livery stable. All kinds of tools and stuff that could easily kill you.
Okay, that's so much. That's the basement.
Oh, we still have this.
Oh, oh my goodness. I love all this.
Is that a tennis racket, or that's an old badminton racket, isn't it? Too small for tennis. There's a tie rack made out of a limb. It's a dressy outfit.
Yeah.
We've got a men's smoking jacket here, it looks like. Actually, I guess it's a lady's. No, it's for her husband. Dressing robe made by Elizabeth Langenstein for her husband, C.W. Langenstein, from the lap robe carriage robe brought from Ireland prior to 1880. All right.
Paisley style.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
It's an old Singer machine, part of one.
Is it?
Yep.
Wow.
Singer fiddle bass model.
It is a sewing machine.
1891.
Yeah, there's your thread, there's your spools. Yeah.
Probably still works.
Look at all this.
We've got ladies' fashion hats.
This is crocheted items. Oh my goodness.
Silverware.
Amazing. That's embroidered.
Those are rattles, aren't they? No? I don't know what they're used for.
Croquet balls.
No, they're connected.
Oh, really? Oh. Are they heavy? No?
Yeah, a little bit. Heavier than you'd think. The oldest Wheeler and Wilson treadle machine, circa 1847. The Dolly Bell Key collection. So that's another sewing machine. A wash bowl, used in the old Grigsby Hotel from Jefferson from the McDonald collection. My grandmother in Arkansas had a big bowl like this in the kitchen that they would take buckets of well water and put in there, and you'd wash your hands in that.
Really?
Yeah. Quilt.
Yeah,
All kinds of buttons. A lap robe. I guess they'd call that a throw today, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
A lap robe. It don't have to be so formal. Look at all these other buttons.
See? You should have saved all my buttons, baby.
Yeah, you probably have some when you were a kid that would go real well in this place. She just steps right into these jokes.
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire displays.
All the different styles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lanterns.
Different lanterns. Railroad lanterns.
We got boat models. Texas Navy model boats. Man, this place just has old stuff.
Yeah. Imagine.
Thread winders.
And Texas was known for lots of cotton, sweet potatoes,
Longhorns.
longhorns.
Spinning wheels.
Wow.
This rug was made on this loom.
Wow. Imagine. To press them down into the, oh my gosh, what a lot of work. See?
Take a seat, my dear. Crocheted Take a Seat, my dear, circa 1910. Print of painting of steamship Mitty Stevens burning.
This is the bell from the Millie Stevens.
Oh, really? Well, it survived.
Oh.
Bunch of old books and manuals. Caesar's Commentaries. There's a train wreck that happened here in Jefferson in 1946. Alright, we're going back up into the post office.
He's a big man,
Thomas Jefferson.
huh?
Yeah, he was. Guess that's who the town was named after. A dress worn by Ladybird Johnson. Man, there's a lot of stuff here. World War II flag and Purple Heart medal. Got some Confederate money. Look, there's the two little girls from The Shining. I don't know if I want to get on the elevator. Civil War veterans from Marion County. Yes, Jefferson is in Marion County. Small arms ammunition used during the Civil War. More Confederate money. There's a $100 bill. The $100 bill is probably worth a lot more now. At one time it was worthless, but I bet you didn't see many $100 bills when Confederate dollars were around. Look at the size of that mirror.
Massive.
Stand in front of it, Jen, so people can see just how big that thing is.
Here.
That'd take up an entire wall of a small bedroom.
It's big.
People were smaller back then, but apparently a few were much taller.
Well, you know how mirrors makes rooms look bigger? So,
You walk right into it.
look, you want to see the
Piano. It's an early Victrola, as opposed to a late one. Now, what would you call this? This is not a baby grand. What do you call this? This piano was new in the early 1800s. It was owned by the Sam Mosley family for 107 years. It was in the same room for 80 years. Yeah, because you couldn't move it. They probably took the house apart to get it out. Look at that fancy dress. She's going to the opera. Political pins. McGovern. Goldwater. Nixon. Kennedy and Johnson. This cat doesn't look very happy. He looks like, sending me to war. Oh, we go. Thomas Edison home phonograph with cylinder record.
There we are.
Yeah. Japanese automatic. Japanese concussion hand grenades. World War II hand grenade. Cartridge belt. A stereoscope shown in the Sears 1897 catalog, price from 25 cents to $8.40.
There you go.
Pocket watches.
There you go.
More musical instruments. This guitar is the product of 5 years of work by David McNabb of Jefferson, Texas, who made it with a pocket knife. No way. A Regina music box. The first of the kind ever manufactured in America. This right here is cool. Look at that. I'm assuming that's not a dentist chair. It's just got to be a barber chair for little kids.
That's cute.
How would they keep them from moving around to cut their hair with this on front of it? They'd be grabbing the ears and trying to buck on it and...
Big line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they'll say, okay, time to turn around. You have to go like this with the reins. Yeah, they'd be fun. They'd be having fun with it.
It'd take all day to cut one kid's hair.
Yeah.
Alright, this tea set right here belonged to Tsar Nicholas II of Russia and were used on the royal yacht of Russia. Notice the royal flag or pendant on each article. The royal crown is with the mark on the bottom of each piece. Yeah.
Wow.
In perfect condition. The Kessner doll.
It's owned by Lady Bird Johnson's niece.
Here's a photo of Lady Bird Johnson with the 9th grade class of Jefferson High School in 1925 and 26. That's her, second row. So apparently she went to high school here. Yeah, second row, fourth from the right. Why were people naming their kids names like Ladybird? I mean, if I was in that family, they'd call me Old Frog Throat.
Is that your new nickname?
No, my new nickname's Knucklehead. But people call me the Dude.
The Dude. He bowl. When his hair was long and he had a mustache, he likes to drink White Russians. And he has his house coat on when his hair's like that. He looks like the Dude.
Yeah, and I often shop at grocery stores in my robe and boxers.
No, do not. That'd be so bad.
All right, folks, so we hope you enjoyed our visit here to the Jefferson Historical Museum. This is the end of part 1. So, you know there's a part 2 coming up. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the little bell down in the corner. And until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fit your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on.